What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today I'm going to be talking about Spawn and why I am so personally disappointed in his release. Now, with the anticipation of this character and realizing how much people really wanted this character, I realized that there was no way that the Spawn release would go well. Like, if they made Spawn just broken, people would just complain and get sick of seeing him all the time. If they made him mid tier, people would just be like, and move on to the next character. And if they made him low tier, people would be mad because they waited months for this character and they ended up getting a low tier DLC character. So, Spawn could not have came out any type of way to where the community was going to receive it well. The way this character came out now, after seeing all his variations and watching him developing the meta a bit, I am personally very disappointed in how they released this character. Now, I have no personal problem where this character is placed on the tier list. My problem is with how this character is designed. First things first, the first variation is trash. Like, this variation so trash. You always know how that there's that one person that tries to be like, oh, this variation is actually good. People just don't know. You always, you know that person, right? There's not even that person talking about this variation. That's how trash this variation is. Like, you can't defend this. They were flat out lazy with this freaking first variation, and it shows. Like, this variation just needs a whole lot of work. I'm not even gonna bother showing it. But these two variations are the usable ones. Like I said, the third variation has the most depth, so if there's anyone that ends up being S tier, it's going to be this one. But for the most part, where I personally think Spawn lies in the tier list is like high mid to mid tier, in my personal opinion, throughout both of these variations. Now, there's not a problem with that. There's not a problem with a DLC character being high mid tier or mid tier. My personal problem is with how this character is designed. Now, the way that they did this was really low-key smart in a way, because the only way that they could make Spawn not the most played character that you've ever seen in your life, because this character is the most anticipated character of freaking Mortal Kombat history, the only way that they could make Spawn like not played by everyone is if they gave him a certain style. And they did that. They made Spawn in this game have the lame playstyle. He has good projectiles. He's not really the aggressor. He's the whiff punishing type with his cape. And this right here, this character is meant to make you make mistakes. Now, that's not all, obviously. Like, the character is like a space control with punishing type, lame type character. And that's my problem with this character. I get why they did it, because if they didn't do this, this character would have been everywhere. I get that. But to make a character so anticipated and so many people want him, like so many people wanted this character, I'm pretty sure y'all understand. And to do this to a character just because they were afraid of him being overplayed is just, I think it's just not right. I feel like they personally should have made this character more accessible, like Liu Kang or something. Now, I get what y'all saying, like, oh, he just would have been all over the place like Liu Kang. Now, think about it, would that have been a problem? Like, we are already lacking content in the game so far. This character could have brought, breathe some new light into the game. He really could have. And the fact is, a lot of people just not playing this character. They don't really care about him. And it's because how he's designed. He is designed like the least popular playstyle. One of the least popular playstyles is how he's designed. And I feel like they should have made him more accessible, so everyone in the community could have a chance to enjoy this character if they like. Now, if you wonder what I mean by accessible, I'm talking about like Liu Kang. Like, anybody can pick up Liu Kang right now. Like, 10 minutes in the lab, 20 minutes at most, and you got you a Liu Kang. I feel like this character really should have been that way. You might disagree, and I understand if you disagree, but I feel like it would have been better for the game if they made him this way. The way they made this character is just, it was obviously a reason they did this. Like, you can tell. And it was low-key smart, like I said, because if their goal was to make this character not played that much, then they've succeeded with their goal. Now, you might ask, well, Nick, if they made this character, why the heck would you think they wouldn't want him to be played? And it's simply, I think that because I don't think they wanted this character just running around controlling the game like everybody thought. Like, I don't think they wanted to give in to what everybody thought that they were going to do and just make this character broken. So they designed this character a certain type of way, and I don't think this was the right way to go. Now, looking back at it, like, people were waiting for this character so long, and if people are disappointed in this character, I completely understand. If you want to play the more accessible way, you have to go for the Variation 3, and the Variation 3, like, it's not completely accessible, but it has a more traditional playstyle that most people can follow instead of the one variation. But it's just still not implemented very well. I personally do not like this character in this game where he is right now. I feel like he's fine and everything, you know, if they don't touch him, you know, he's a well-balanced character, but I'm not just thinking about me. I'm thinking about all the people that waited years for this character, and if they just started this game like months for this character, if they just started playing when MK11 came out, and all the anticipation just to get a character that feels like they were purposely designed to play a certain type of way so the character can be avoided by the masses. And that's what they did. If you don't believe me, imagine this right now. Imagine if Cetrion and Liu Kang just swapped playstyles. Like, completely just swapped everything. Y'all think people would still play Liu Kang that much? No. Because they made Liu Kang accessible. And I feel like they really should have did that with this character. And we have this now. This is the Spawn we have. And he's been out for like 2 months now. Well, almost 2 months. It'll be like a week or two and it'll be 2 months. And all the pros, of course, who said they were going to play this character, only like 2 of them are still there. And, you know, usually people would clown them or whatever, like, oh, you were saying you were going to play Spawn, but, like, I can't even blame them. The character's lame. He's simply lame. And he only gets cool if you look at his, you know, custom variation stuff. But besides that, well, a lot of characters get cooler if you look at their custom variation stuff. But that's not what the custom variation, you know, the custom variation isn't like what the game is meant to be played as, so that doesn't even matter. The fact is, Spawn in this current game is very lackluster. Like, but you know, he do got some good stuff in this variation, don't get me wrong. In both of the variations, I'm not saying the character is terrible, I just don't like the route that they took with this character. Don't think for a second I'm saying Spawn's trash or anything like that, or it's like, oh, this character just horrible or anything. I really don't want y'all to think that I'm saying that, because I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that this character is simply not it, and really disappointing, in my personal opinion. And we can see because this character is the most, well, he was the most anticipated character of Mortal Kombat history. And look how many people playing him now. And that's just, I feel like it's not right. I'm not saying they should go break him or make the character broken or stupid or anything. I just personally feel like they should make him more accessible to the masses. A lot of people, when they think about their opinions and everything, they don't think about most people. They just think of a certain genre of people. And this character definitely does not fit most people at all. Like, he just doesn't. And I really feel like they should have made him like that. Because now we're left with a character that if he stays like this is barely going to see the light of day in this game. He's not real, from what I've seen so far, he's not tournament viable. Like, he'll do fine if he's in tournament, but he's not going to be going crazy or anything because he's just, you know, a fair character. But there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it's just, I feel like the way he was designed is just lackluster. I know I said that already, but it's just like, it's really, really disappointing. Not for me personally. Like, I'm not very, very disappointed because I wasn't anticipating this character like that. I just thought he looked cool. But the people that really, really wanted him, I feel so sorry for y'all that this is what you were stuck with. But yeah, everybody, that is the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch and my Patreon. And Nickopz out.